How are you? It is Wellness Wednesday, Workout Wednesday, or in my case, Women's Wellness Wednesday. We always do a talk on a Wednesday, so here it is. Going to be a little bit quicker. Normally on a Wednesday, I've finished my class, I've just taught it, and I'm all chill. But I'm going somewhere else to teach a class shortly, so this is going to be a quickie. Did you all know it is Stress Awareness Month? Did you know that? So I thought, what a good theme today. Let's talk about stress. So how stressed are you? We'll go with a simple stress scale rather than like 1 to 100. Let's go from 1 to 10 because that's simple. Now 1 is you're so chilled out, you're just like, yeah, there's no stress. And 10, you almost feel like your brain's going to explode and you're surprised that steam isn't coming out of your ears. So talk to me today and let me know how stressed you are feeling today. And then obviously I'm going to talk to you and give you some little stress busting tips because obviously stress is very, very bad. You know, so many people are stressed and inflammation in your body, and it just silently attacks you and it can make us really poorly. So I'm going to talk about stress awareness today. I'm going to do the hoop and chat with you while I'm talking because standing here like this, I don't need to be doing it. Honestly, I don't want to see myself the whole way through. So I'm going to talk to you now just quickly. This is a Power Hoop Deluxe. It's a weighted hula hoop. Those of you who say to me, Emma, I can't hoop. Trust me, if I can hoop, I think anyone can. I was that kid, I've told you before, I couldn't ride a bike, I couldn't tie up shoelaces, couldn't catch, couldn't throw. Hand-to-eye coordination, horrific. I used to be a paper girl, delivering papers. The amount of times I got my fingers stuck in the letterboxes, honestly. So if I can hoop, the whole point of this is anyone can. And the momentum of the weighted hoop and the movement, it makes it easy. It's just a bit of practice. So I'm going to start hooping while I talk to you, okay? So I place the hoop on my lower back. Always engage your core, and how I do that is I imagine doing a zip upwards, don't just brace and bear down, no. I'm going to put the hoop on, turn and off I go. I'm going to put a timer on so I don't talk for too long and so that I hoop the right amount each side. Another quickly thing about hoop, you must hoop both sides even though one side is always so much easier than the other. But I promise you guys, practice. And the thing that's so, have you seen, especially on TikTok, have you seen them weird little things? They're like a small little hoop and then a bit and there's a ball on the end. Honestly, don't get me wrong, if you enjoy doing it, do it, it's fine. But these are a lot better. I've been using these well over 10 years. They're great, they work. So not only is this great for more daily movement, it's great for your core muscles, it's great for regulating your hip to waist ratio. And for me, it's really good for massaging out my digestive system. So if I'm a bit bloated or anything, it really helps get rid of that. So there's lots of reasons why hooping is really good. But let's get back to talking about stress. So, I've already asked you, how stressed are you today? On a scale of 1 to 10. Or how stressed are you in general? Maybe not just today. You know, talk to me. I'd really love to know. Most of you know, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a class instructor. But I specialise in women's health and fitness. I do train men as well, but my speciality is women because everything from all the sort of medical science and research throughout the years has always been mainly done on men. Women are, we're fascinating, we're amazing, we are so intricate, it's unbelievable. And there isn't enough emphasis on women's health and the way that women are so different, you know. So there was a book, wasn't there, Women are for Venus, Men are for Mars. It's kind of like true. We are so different and there's so much more to it. So that's why I specialise just that bit more. And obviously being a woman, I'm 53 now. I've kind of been there, done that and got the t-shirt sort of, you know, from my teens, my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, now into my 50s, talking about perimenopause, menopause. I feel it helps when people have lived it themselves. Does that make sense? You know, some people are like, you talk to them about perimenopause and menopause and go, oh, what are you talking about? I didn't even notice mine. And you think, well, lucky you. I had just about every single poxy symptom going. In fact, I found one the other day that I didn't have. I didn't suffer from nosebleeds during perimenopause. That's about the only symptom I didn't have. Just about everything else, I had it. It was terrible. And I was personally insulted by my body because I was like, right, hey, come on here. I eat really well, apart from my light sugar addiction, but most of the time, 80% I eat really well. I exercise. I'm doing all the things to look after you, body, and yet this is what's going on. So it just goes to show, you know, you can be really fit and healthy and still have a really horrible time. So it's trying to put as many pieces of the puzzle together to make our lives a little bit easier, and that's what I try and do. So I specialise in women's health and fitness, so that's why I like to talk to you about all the things I can do to help you. Right, I've got to keep an eye on this because I've got to go to work in a minute, so I've got to try not to hoot for too long. One of the most simple things, let's talk about one of the most simple things you can do to lower your stress levels on a day-to-day basis, and it won't cost you a penny. Go out for a walk every day. I know that sounds really stupid. It's about so much more than just the exercise. Some people like to run, and they say, I like running because it clears my head. I used to run, I don't anymore because, and again, everyone's different. For me, when I was running, I wasn't doing it for the love of it. I'm not a natural runner. I was doing it for the health and fitness benefits and to maintain my weight. I started doing it when I was perimenopausal. I started on putting some midsection weight gain on, and I seemed to think that if I did more cardio, that I would lose it, and it's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. In fact, for me, adding the running and the steady state cardio, all it did was raise my cortisol levels, raise my stress levels, and encourage me to hold on to more fat. So that did not work for me, but walking will work for everyone. And just going out and enjoying nature around you. Don't be on your phone, that's the worst thing you can do. You just want to go out and have a lovely walk. You can speed walk, you can walk slow, it doesn't matter. Just go out in the daylight, get some vitamin D because that's fantastic for our mental health, and just get out there. All right, so that's the first thing that I'm going to talk about today, is just go out and have a walk. Also, when you're stressed out of your nut, we tend to not look after ourselves very much. Sometimes we just feel overwhelmed. Everything is too much. Oh God, I've got to cook the other way. Sorry, hold on. Stressing myself out now. Ta-da! And the last thing you want to do is go anywhere. If I've been really, really stressed or really, really sort of miserable or really, really low of mood, I don't want to go out. I want to just stay indoors and not see anybody. However, going out and getting some fresh air and some daylight and just moving will make you feel so much better. So just try. And if you can't face going out the front door, if you've got a back door and you've got a garden, go and walk around your garden if you have to. I mean, you might look like a nutcase wandering around your garden, but you know what, who cares? If anyone's watching you, then they're sad. Just let them get on with it. But do whatever you can, just try and get out there. I'm lucky, I've got an amazing park just down the end of my road. It takes me 2 minutes to walk to the park, and I can just walk around there. I've also got lots of little chihuahuas, not as many as I used to have, but I've got chihuahuas. So they're very happy to go out. So that makes me go out, even when I don't want to. So just try these little tips. If you are watching me and you're at work, make sure you take a break from your desk or your laptops or wherever it is and go out. Even if it's only 15 minutes, trust me, you'll feel so much better for it. So try that. So that is your first simple tip today. And we're going to carry on talking about stress all week and how to manage our stress. You know, there's other things as well. You're trying to find and make time for yourselves. For me, a really good sort of stress releaser is to sit down with the dogs. They all pile on my lap and I stroke them, and it's really, really nice. Apart from when you need a wee, you don't want to get up and disturb them. And reading. I find reading's very good. I got into the habit of only reading when I was going on holiday, and then I realised, why am I doing this? So now I try and make sure I read a book, and I read at least 10 pages a day, because that for me is just something that helps lower my stress, it calms me down, and it's something I've done for myself. So there you go, there's some stress busters. Now of course, I'm going to lie if I'm not going to say to you, exercising in general. I swear to God, I don't know where I'd be if I didn't exercise regularly. I really don't. I do not know. That's the thing. It completely changes my mood and everything. And when I was particularly bad, when I was really in the throes of perimenopause, I would sometimes be sitting in my car, like crying, not wanting to get out of the car, like a lunatic. And then I'd teach a class and be like a totally different woman. Honestly, a bit scary that you can sway so much in your moods, but that is, you know, that's true. That's what was happening to me. So exercise massively helps, but if you are really stressed out of your nut, you don't know where to start, just go for the walk, and then when you're ready, come and train with me, because I've got you, okay, and I'm here to help. And I hope that by talking to you about all these things that I talk about, I'm very honest, very open, you'll get to like, know and trust me, so that might make you want to come and train with me. Okay, so that's the idea behind this. Now I'm going to stop now because I've got very little time, and I've just got to tell you one last thing. So yesterday, I took my little nephew's alpaca trekking. I don't know if any of you saw it. I was actually going live on my Instagram when something happened. So there I was, my little nephews and my sister, we've gone off. It was really windy yesterday. I was thinking, oh God, is this actually a good idea? But it was booked, and I thought, hey, fresh air and daylight, let's just go. So we went, and the lady did a big talk at the beginning. She was saying, right, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's saying, like, just, you know, sometimes we go into the field and sometimes there's dogs. Normally it's all okay, but if there's a dog that's off its lead and it comes running at the alpacas, they don't like it, just be aware. And she kind of talked us through what to do. So we had like a health and safety chain. Off we go with this alpaca, having a great time. The alpacas are gorgeous, I love them. Anyway, we've got to the field, and lo and behold, yeah, there was a guy with his dogs. One of the dogs was off the lead, which, not a problem with that, but the dog has gone, yes, alpacas! It's come flying over, it's flying round, it's whizzing round. I didn't realise, I've still got my phone on, because I'm going, oh, today I'm trekking with alpacas. So on my reel, my phone's down here, I'm holding on to an alpaca, I'm saving my little nephew so he doesn't get crushed, and I'm still recording, and I picked it up and went, oh, this is what happens. Anyway, so that was that. And the rest of the trek was amazing, it was lovely. And funny enough, it made me feel really calm, but I tagged the place I went, and this woman sent me a message request yesterday, having a go at me, saying, like, telling me I've got a terrible attitude problem, I've made it look really negative, that was her husband and the dogs, absolutely literally having a go at me, take him down, he doesn't want to be on the internet. I wasn't recording her husband, I was just recording what I was doing. And you can't even see him. But do you know what was amazing? She wasn't like, oh Emma, it was like really mortifying, you know, I'm so sorry, would you mind taking it down? She was telling me that I was being negative, it was really bad. I was getting attacked by this woman. So, cut a long story short, normally I would just take it down and go, oh, no problem, that's fine, you know, blah, blah, blah. I didn't. I blocked her and left it up because she was so rude to me. So if anyone wants to go and have a look what happened yesterday at the alpacas, go and have a look because it's still on my Instagram. Normally I'm not like that. Normally I'm like, oh no, that's no problem. But she was really nasty to me and really rude. And I thought, wow, how horrible is that? But anyway, yeah, trekking with alpacas is fantastic. It was very, very stress lowering, even with the incident with the dog flying around. It was a lovely dog actually. The dog was just mega excited. It wasn't a horrible doggy. It was just one of them things that happened. But again, why do people feel the need to be nasty and rude? Tell me, guys, I don't get it. You know, you can't even hardly see the guy. I mean, now, if anyone watches it, you're going to really look for the guy and look for the dog. But tell me if I'm wrong. You can hardly even see him, do you know what I mean? And I wasn't actually recording him. I was literally just doing a walk and talk, and it happened while I was doing it. So that was a little bit of stress, but then there was no stress. Had a lovely day, and then the only stress I had was this horrible woman sending me these messages, being really nasty. But hey-ho, such is life. Have a fantastic day. Check in, let me know. I'd love to know how you're feeling today. And remember, on a scale of 1 to 10, talk to me and tell me how stressed you are. And if you do go out for that walk today, let me know. Instacrew, it's lovely to have you. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.